Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of the KOFO Game of the Week, featuring the Waverly Bulldogs hosting the West Franklin Falcons. This KOFO Game of the Week is brought to you by Quality Structures, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, Ottawa University, also by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, and by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, the Ottawa Herald, West Franklin USD 287, Kansas State Bank, and CarStar. Now let's go courtside as the Waverly Bulldogs host the West Franklin Falcons. Here with the call is KOFO's Luke Queen.
And welcome everybody into tonight's KOFO High School Game of the Week. Luke Queen with you here this evening at Waverly High School, where West Franklin Falcons have traveled over to take on the Bulldogs of Waverly High School here in a out-of-league game here this evening in early February, but teams getting games in for sure. West Franklin 1-8 on the year, taking on the 5-4 Waverly Bulldogs. West Franklin trying to get in a lot of games, only got in one prior to the holiday break. Played 8 of them since, 1-7 in those contests, and looking to see if they can add another victory here this evening. Waverly 5-4, coming off back-to-back wins. Most recently on Saturday, defeating Southern Coffee County 66-32, and prior to that, defeated Meridazine Valley 64-40. So a couple of big wins there, 24 and 33 or 34-point victories. Prior to that, we're defeated 50-29 at Burlingame. So kind of up and down, and that's where you get with that 5-4 record for Waverly right now. West Franklin, as I said, coming in struggling a bit, just haven't been able to put it together. 1-8 on the year. Had some close ones, including taking Linden down to the wire. Game they lost by 4. League champ Mission Valley, a 3-point overtime loss. And most recently, were defeated on Saturday against Central Heights 65-36. A 5-game losing streak for the Falcons, but again, started practice late, got in one game prior to the break, and then trying to get things going, kind of feeling like they're just now starting to get into form where they can really start putting some things together, starting 4 seniors and a sophomore in their starting lineup with regularity, play a lot of minutes, do those starting 5. So we'll see if that continues here this evening. Also, have a decided height advantage as I just look out onto the floor with the likes of Cameron Wise and Cade Fisher. 6'6", 6'7" there for West Franklin to kind of take it inside out for the Falcons. But Waverly always has had a very successful program, and I'm sure that will continue to be well coached and here to fight this evening. They did not invite West Franklin over to take the loss, that is for sure. So they're going to come with it. We expect a fun one down here in Waverly tonight. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll kind of get you the starting lineups and get you ready for tonight's ball game. Just the boys here this evening. Late this afternoon, cancellation and an adjustment to the schedule. The girls' game postponed due to some COVID concerns, so we just have the boys here this evening. So we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you the starting lineups, get you ready for basketball from here at Waverly High School. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
Advent Health Ottawa is keeping you safe by having all team members and visitors wear masks, practice social distancing strategies, taking temperature checks, and utilizing enhanced deep cleaning procedures. Your assistance and understanding are greatly appreciated because at Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you.
West Franklin USD 287 is currently seeking a high-energy individual to fill a full-time custodial position. Responsibilities include routine cleaning and special projects as need arises. Compensation is $11.50 per hour with benefits including paid vacation after 1 year, fully paid Blue Cross Blue Shield single health insurance, 12 paid discretionary days per year, CAPERS retirement, and Section 125 benefits are available. Background screening required. Apply online at usd287.org. West Franklin USD 287 is an equal opportunity employer.
Wash your hands.
Cover your cough.
Keep your distance.
Stay home.
Help stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus.
We're all in this
Together.
And being together apart is how we'll all come out healthy and safe.
A reminder from your friends at 1220
And 103.7 FM.
KOFO.
And back here at Waverly High School, the home of the Bulldogs, as the West Franklin Falcons will take on Waverly here this evening. Again, just the boys here tonight as late this afternoon, I was told sometime between 2:30 and 2:45 the decision was made that there would not be a girls' contest here this evening due to COVID concerns. So just the boys tonight, and the 1-8 West Franklin Falcons taking on the 5-4 Waverly Bulldogs here this evening. Starting lineups for Waverly. Get my book flipped over here. Number 2, freshman number 2, Ben Meehan. Number 4, sophomore Drew Conrad. Number 14, junior Lane Bartley. 21, junior Terry Winsky. And number 42, senior Zachary Skillman. So Meehan, Pope, Bartley, Winsky, and Skillman, the starting 5. Anything changes with that, I'll let you know prior to the tip. For West Franklin, it's the starting 5 is kind of to be expected. At point guard, number 1, senior Nathan Hauer. He'll be joined on the wing by senior number 15, Jesse James Martinez. On the other wing, sophomore number 23, Trey Rogers. Kind of the small forward there, senior number 35, Cade Fisher. And the big man in the middle, senior number 44, Cameron Wise. So for West Franklin, it's Hauer, Martinez, Rogers, Fisher, and Wise, the starting 5 for the Falcons. We expect a fun one here this evening. If it's anything like the JV game, Waverly likes to kind of put that defensive pressure up and see if they can create some turnovers. We'll have to see if they go with the same strategy here against this senior-laden West Franklin Falcon offense. So we anticipate a fun up and down the court basketball game here this evening between West Franklin and Waverly. We're going to take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll be ready for basketball. You're listening to West Franklin Boys Basketball on KOFO.com.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Mother Nature doesn't mess around. When it's winter, you need to be prepared. Need help? At CarStar, we'll be sure your car is ready for what winter weather can bring. Stop in today at 402 North Main or call 242-8916. CarStar, relax. We'll take it from here.
Buy all your metal supplies from QSI. They not only sell steel and trim, but also windows, screws, underlayment, caulking, lumber, windows, doors, and much, much more. Visit us in Richmond or give us a call at 785-835-6100.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. From fighting wildfires with air support, helping civilians in flooded neighborhoods, to delivering food and supplies to those who have lost everything, the Army National Guard always responds when disaster strikes. The Army National Guard also trains to be ever vigilant against threats, foreign and domestic. They protect our skies with missile defense weaponry. They secure our information, communications, and infrastructure with cybersecurity. And they protect us against chemical, biological, and radiological hazards with the Civilian Support Team. The Army National Guard also stands ready to deploy and provide support for conflicts or humanitarian missions abroad. Join the Army National Guard and be there to respond, protect, and support your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Yeah, welcome back here to Waverly High School. Luke Queen with you here this evening. Just the boys contest here as West Franklin has traveled down to Waverly to take on the Bulldogs here this evening. Starters for Waverly, a couple changes from what I told you prior to the break. Freshman number 2, Ben Meehan. Number 3, junior Damian Foster. Number 14, junior Lane Bartley. Number 42, senior Zachary Skillman. And number 32, sophomore Brantley Peterson. Starting 5 for West Franklin, Nathan Howard, Jesse James Martinez, Trey Rogers, Cade Fisher, and Cameron Wise. Per the rules here, visiting team will start with possession. Rogers with it on the left wing. Thought about the skip pass there. Again, Waverly City, the defense stolen away here quickly, and ahead and up with the bucket is Lane Bartley. Bartley the steal and takes it in himself. Ball brought across as Martinez tries to force it inside to Wise. Left it a little bit too wide and out of bounds. Quickly 2 turnovers here by West Franklin. Bulldogs get it in. Meehan across the timeline. Ball skipped back out. The pass intended there for Foster. A little bit too tall for him, and off his fingertips out of bounds back over to West Franklin. 32 seconds in, we've got 3 turnovers and only 1 bucket so far. Howard going to trigger it in the front court for West Franklin. Into the corner to Rogers, over the top inside to Fisher. Dumps it out to Wise. Wise up off the glass, and his shot is good. Ties the ball game at 2 apiece. West Franklin in there 1-2-1-1 pressure. Ball poked away from behind. Stolen. Cade Fisher gets it up front. Lays it in over the front of the rim, and it is good. So another turnover results in another bucket. Meehan brings it across the timeline. Driving in at Wise. Goes up off the glass with the left hand, and it is good. A nice move there by Ben Meehan for the bucket. Howard back to Rogers in the backcourt. Rogers back to Howard. Brings it across. Gets it into the corner to Martinez. Jesse James on the drive, flips it through, and we've got a whistle and a foul and a blocking foul as Martinez kicked it out. And Trey Rogers wide open for a 3 that he knocked down, but prior to it, foul going to go on Foster. Damian Foster's first team foul on Waverly. Howard underneath, gets it into Fisher, and actually has it knocked away there by Skillman. He's going to dump it off to Lane Bartley. Now back over to Foster, who will bring it across the timeline. 2-3 zone here by West Franklin. Meehan into the middle. Now we'll kick it back out. 3-pointer on the way is up. It is good by Peterson. First bucket there for Brantley Peterson. Waverly has an early lead here of 3. Now we've got a whistle and a foul. And it's going to go on Lane Bartley. Kind of got his feet tangled up there as Trey Rogers went to make his move. And he'll be whistled for that foul. Kind of an unfortunate spot there for Lane Brantley. And officials timeout here. Get a shoe tied. Now we're ready for action once again. Howard back to Rogers. Back to Howard, and he'll dribble it through the pressure. Al pulls it out. Gets it to Cade Fisher. Swing it to the right wing, Trey Rogers. Rogers tries to drive through a double team, takes some contact, and a whistle and a foul here on Waverly. Going to be on 14. That's Lane Bartley. It's his second. And quickly checking into the ballgame, number 23, Brady Wallace. Rogers in the corner, looks inside, now kicks it out to Hauer. Back to Rogers, he's going to pull the trigger from three, no good. Fisher tries to tip the rebound into Wise, and Waverly unable to grab a hold of it as Skillman had knocked it away, and it'll go out of bounds off the Bulldogs. So Hauer once again will trigger it in from underneath, gets it into Wise, back to Hauer, a little six-footer, a little bit too strong. Again, Nathan Hauer playing with a dislocated right shooting thumb and a little bit strong on that. Just doesn't look like it's coming off his hand cleanly. Bulldogs try to get it around the top of the key, deflected, and now we'll reset the offense out top with Foster. Foster driving in, pulls it back out, gives it to Meehan. Into the corner, Peterson. Now Foster, high post, trying to step through. Ball partially blocked and knocked away, picked up by Cade Fisher for West Franklin. Look to the other way. Trey Rogers took his eyes off that pass as Hauer was trying to get it to him quickly. Ball goes out of bounds back to Waverly. Bulldogs leading 7-4 here. 5:08 to go in the first quarter. Cross-court pass. Wallace ball down on the floor. He's able to get recovery there. Now gives it to Foster. Foster will kick it out top to Meehan. Meehan is holding it out there right now. Now gets it over to Foster. Foster drops it off to Wallace. Wallace to Meehan, right wing. High post to Skillman, forces it down inside to Foster, and Foster goes up, no good on the shot, but a whistle and a foul is going to send him to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul's going to go on Jesse James Martinez, his first, the first team foul on the Falcons. First free throw on the way, rattles around and out for Foster. Foster toes the strike for the second. Shot on the way. This one's good. And extends the lead out to 4 at 8-4. Hauer will break the press with his dribble. Gets it to Martinez, now to Rogers. Cross-court pass to Hauer. Out top to Martinez. Quick cut inside. Rogers' shot left it a little bit short there. And the rebound is Skillman for Waverly. He'll give off to Foster. He'll bring across the timeline to Meehan. He'll hand off with Wallace. Now into the corner. With Peterman. Now swung around the top of the key, and now they're reset out to Meehan out top. Right wing, Wallace. Wallace going to go baseline. And try to pass it back out top. Stolen away nicely there, but Rogers trying to get it in front to Hauer, has it taken by Foster. Foster going to pull up from 15 feet and bank one in off the glass for two. Lead up to 6 at 10-4. Pass across, Trey Rogers driving in, kicks it out to Cade Fisher in the right corner. Out top to Martinez, driving by his man, kicks it to Fisher in the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Cade is up, and it is good. Cade Fisher has 5, cuts the lead down to 3. Foster going to break the press with his dribble, loses possession momentarily, and now will be fouled as he tried to gather it back up. Cameron Wise going to be whistled for that one on the reach. First on Wise. Second team foul on the Falcons. Coy Myers going to check into the ballgame. He's going to replace Wallace for Waverly. Myers, a sophomore. All into Myers. He'll give it off to Foster. Foster hands off to Meehan. Meehan working to his right. Back to Meehan. Now high post Skillman. Into the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Myers, who just checked into the ballgame, pulls the trigger and hits. pushes the lead back up to 6. Martinez to Hauer. Dribble left side. Now into the corner to Cade Fisher. Going to drive baseline. In a little bit of trouble there. Kicks it out to find Trey Rogers. He'll pull the trigger on the 3. No good. And the rebound to Skillman. Give it over to Meehan. Meehan pushing the Euro step there as he's able to get by Wise. And the shot up off the glass is good. And a whistle and a 30-second timeout going to be called here by West Franklin as the lead has gotten up to 15. 2:35 remaining here in quarter number 1. And Waverly on top 15-7. The Bulldogs have come out kind of the aggressors. West Franklin still struggling a little bit as they did over the weekend, just not able to knock down some open looks that they've had. Clean it up a little bit on the press and maintain the possession. Nathan Hassler going to check into the ballgame here. He's going to replace Jesse James Martinez for West Franklin at the timeout. Hassler gets it into Rogers. Rogers cross court to Wise. Back to Hassler, now to Wise. Pass ahead to Hauer, and he's bumped, and the foul is going to go against Skillman. Going to be the first on Zach Skillman. 4th team foul on the Bulldogs. Hauer gets it into Wise out top of the key. And give to Hassler between the circles. Hassler tries to get it to Rogers. Rogers in a little bit of trouble out near Mill Court. Able to get it around him now. West Franklin gets it to high post. Wise. Over to Fisher, baseline. Going to go there, a little 6-footer on the way. Left short, no good. And a whistle and a foul, and the rebound is going to go against West Franklin. Foul's going to be on Cade Fisher. That's going to be his first. He was down towards the baseline there, tried to hit a tough angled shot there. And then the foul on the rebound. Meehan, dribble handoff with Foster. Foster going to try and split the double team, taken away by Hauer. Hauer going to drive, shot up just a little bit too short, but he took a little bump there, and Nathan's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul is going to be on Meehan. That is his first. The 5th team foul on Waverly. Nathan Hauer to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw on the way is good. So Hauer toes the stripe for his second. On the way, and it is also good. Those look better coming out of the hand. Quickly the other way. Peterson going to pull up from about 8 feet. Floater over the top of the outstretched hands of Wise. And it is good. 5 points for Peterman. Falcons able to break the pressure. Cross-court pass to Rogers. Rogers going to drive baseline. And a blocking foul going to be called here. And I believe that's going to go on Peterson. Wait for the official word here. It is on 32, Peterson. That is his first and the 6th-team foul on Waverly. Howard gets it into Rogers. Back to Fisher in the corner. High post, Wise. Dumps it down inside. And now a whistle. And I believe they're going to call Cameron Wise for an offensive foul here. And a very unfortunate call on Cameron, who looked as though he had left his feet and was not out of control, dumped it down inside, but created contact and was whistled for a foul for being big. Foster gets by Hassler inside, past to Skillman, dumped down, and shot up off the glass is good. 19-9, 10-point advantage for Waverly. West Franklin able to break the pressure. Hauer in the right corner inside to Wise. Wise kicks it back out. Swung around the top of the key into the corner to Fisher. Out top, Hauer. Thought about the 3, shuffled his feet as he went to make his move. And the whistle and a traveling violation gives it back to the Bulldogs. 53.9 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 19-9 Waverly. Looking to extend their lead out. They've already got it to double figures here. Try to extend this out before we reach the second quarter. Meehan, right wing, cross-court pass to Foster. Meehan back out top. Foster at the high post this time. Kicks it out. Peterson now pass intended inside, stolen away by Rogers. A little bit of a run out here. Rogers lost control of it, able to get it back and try to take it up. No good, and we've got a whistle and a foul here as Meehan collected the rebound. And the whistle's going to go on Cameron Wise. That'll be his third personal foul. It's the 15th foul on Wes Franklin. There wasn't a whole lot there, but so 21 seconds remaining. Waverly can hold for the last shot or get a good look and take it early for sure. Meehan out top by him. It's a pick. Switch there. Meehan going to go in. Floater up over the top of Fisher, no good. And the battle for the rebound goes out of bounds, and we'll say last touch by Wes Franklin. 7 seconds remaining. Meehan to trigger it in. Gets it into Peterson. Back inside quickly to Meehan. Step under, no good, but here's a whistle and a foul, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul is going to be charged to Jesse James Martinez. That is his second personal foul. And the 16th foul on Wes Franklin. Lefty's first free throw from Meehan on the way, no good. Pierce going to check in here for Wes Franklin. Timothy Pierce coming in for Martinez. Second free throw from Meehan. This one is good. Quickly the other direction. Trey Rogers from 25 feet is just off. We've reached the end of quarter number one. Waverly 20, West Franklin 9. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Do you know where the phrase "ring in the new year" came from? Sutton's Jewelry. Okay, maybe they didn't start it, but they sure know what it means, and they can help you understand what it means to her. The new year is a fresh start, a blank slate, a chance to get it right. And guys, there's no better way to get it right than with a ring from Sutton's Jewelry. Don't know anything about buying a ring? Think it's too expensive? Don't want to be embarrassed? Phil and Kathy Sutton and their staff have years of helping guys just like you get it right. Ring in the new year at Sutton's Jewelry. Open Tuesday through Saturday at 213 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Back here at Waverly, Luke Queen with you. Start of the second quarter, Waverly on top 20-9. They get possession to open up here in the second quarter. Pass into the corner. Peterson on the drive. Shot up off the glass, no good. Cade Fisher brings down the rebound for Wes Franklin. Give it off to Hauer. Now back to Fisher between the circles. Hauer, he's going to have a look from the left wing, no good. Long rebound will go out of bounds, and it'll go back over to Waverly. Howard just left that one just a little bit short. Quickly, Jesse James Martinez back into the game. He's going to replace Pierce. Foster will bring it across the timeline over to Meehan, right, left wing. And looking inside. Now get it over to Myers on the left wing. Going to go lob pass inside, but Trey Rogers intercepts there, and the whistle's going to send Rogers to the free throw line. The official is more concerned about the players going the other direction than coming over and marking that foul down, but it's going to go on Foster. It's going to be the second on Foster. 7th team foul, so he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Trey Rogers at the line. First free throw on the way. Rattles around and in. First point for Trey. Trims the lead back to 10, trying to get it into single digits here. Second one on the way is no good. But we've got a whistle and a lane violation here going to be called against West Franklin. Free throw wasn't good anyway, but the whistle still blew. Meehan, left wing Myers. Myers looking to try and get it inside to Foster. We'll kick it back out. Skillman swings it around the top of the key to Peterson. Peterson going to drive. 10-footer up off the glass, no good. Rogers rips down the rebound for West Franklin. Give it over to Hauer, who brings it across the timeline. To Creaky. High post to Martinez. Right wing to Fisher. Fisher from three on the way into the Cade's second three-point basket, and a quick whistle and a timeout called here. A 30-second timeout once again. Called by Waverly this time. Three-pointer trims the lead down to 7 for Waverly. But it's a 4-0 run here to open up play in quarter number 2 for West Franklin. To see if Falcons stay in that pressure that they were in the first quarter. They will not, as they're going to back into, appears to be more of a man-to-man this second quarter to open things up. Kind of been a press that went into a 2-3 zone. Hauer out with Meehan. Dribble handoff out to Skillman. Foster going to drive baseline. Up and under move, and he's hit on the floor. But the whistle is going to send Foster to the free throw line. Going to go on Cade Fisher, and they're going to say he was in the act of shooting. The second on Cade. And the official gave 2 fingers towards the scorer's table. First free throw by Foster is good. So it was a 1-on-1 or a two-shot foul. Foster made sure he got the second one. Second free throw on the way. Too strong, no good. Rebound brought out by Cade Fisher. Get it to Hauer. Now the trap's going to be set up. Fisher going to bring it across the timeline. Now over to Creaky. Creaky over to Rogers along the left wing. High post. Cade Fisher going to turn around, 15-footer up off the glass is good. Fisher into double figures. He now has 10 of the 15 for West Franklin. The lead down to 6. Falcons stay in a man-to-man defense, trying to keep the ball on one side of the floor. Waverly with it. Peterman in the corner. Dumps it off Meehan. Going to kick it back out. Myers with the three-pointer, no good. Air ball, but the rebound picked up underneath by Foster. Kick it out. Myers going to drive in. Floater, no good. Long rebound tipped out, and again, Waverly with the possession. Foster on the drive, goes up strong off the glass. Fisher just kind of had to play some token defense. He tried to be tall, but a nice job by Foster to get the shot up off the glass. Hauer, the Falcons will swing it around the top of the key. Now Martinez out to Hauer. Looks to get it inside to Fisher. Fisher, turnaround jumper from 6 foot off the back rim, no good. Meehan with the rebound. Looks to push. Now he slows it up as West Franklin gets back defensively. Meehan out top. Works to his right. Over to Peterson. Peterson guarded there by Jesse James Martinez. Looks to drive baseline. And body's down on the floor. No whistle. Peterson gets the offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Meehan. The shot fake caused him to shuffle his feet, so he'll be whistled for the traveling violation, and the ball goes back to West Franklin. 4:44 remaining here in the first half. It's going to be a sideline inbounds. 23-15, Waverly on top. Full court pressure once again. Martinez is going to bring it across the timeline, goes behind his back, loses possession, but able to get it to Trey Rogers. All into the left corner. Creaky on the cut, no good, and the rebound taken away by Waverly. Waverly quickly the other way. A good pass there from Meehan as he's going to find Skillman, who puts it up off the glass for 2. The lead back to 10. A whistle and a foul here. Rogers on the drive, takes some contact. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Foul is going to be on Meehan. That's his second. Again, the team's 8th on Waverly. So Trey Rogers at the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. First free throw on the way, front rim no good, and a whistle and a foul on the rebound there as Jesse James Martinez will be whistled for this one, and that's going to be his third. Not a whole lot of contact there, but had a hand in the back. So they're going to call the shove there. Hasler will check back in as Martinez is going to take a seat. Skillman at the free throw line. 1 and 1. First free throw no good. And Creaky gets the rebound. Rogers will bring it across the timeline. Out top to Hauer. Right wing Creaky. Back out top to Hauer between the circles. Kind of a 3-2 matchup zone here by Waverly. Into the corner, Trey Rogers. Up top as Wes Franklin swinging around the top of the key. Skip pass, Hauer. Looks inside, shut off there. Wes Franklin continues to work. Trey Rogers drives baseline, dumps it off to Creaky. Shot up off the glass is good. First bucket there for Creaky. And the lead down to 8. Foster going to keep it himself. Shot up off the glass, no good. Fisher rips down the rebound, hands off to Hauer. Hauer will bring across the timeline, and a whistle and a blocking foul going to be called here against Foster. Foster tried to anticipate there. He was trying to shut Hauer down with the use of half court, but unable to do so. Nathan Hauer going to go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. It's the 9th team foul on Waverly. Hauer's first free throw left short, no good. And the rebound brought down by Waverly. Meehan across the timeline. Works to the right to Peterson. Peterson drives baseline, gets by Fisher. Shot up off the glass, no good. Cade Fisher will bring down the rebound. Again, Fisher trying to avoid picking up foul number 3. Kind of just playing tall down in the block. High post, Cade Fisher loses possession there as he tries to dribble in. Took a little contact, no whistle. Peterson gets into the corner. Now he's in trouble. Trying to the whistle and a timeout will be called here by Waverly. I think they're just going to say 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here once again. 2:39 remaining in the first half. Waverly 25, West Franklin 17. Waverly's used a couple timeouts here in the first half. West Franklin used 1. Now on the remainder of this first half, it's double bonus time for West Franklin. So need to stay on the attack offensively as they can try and earn some buckets, earn some points with the clock not moving. 18 fouls on West Franklin, so still a 1 and 1 in this situation for Waverly. Meehan going to trigger it in from the corner. Goes out top, intended for Skillman, a battle for it, and they'll say last touched by Hauer of West Franklin. Good job by Nathan Hauer to go out and make that a tough catch without fouling. This time Waverly will just be able to hand it inbounds along the far sideline. Waverly into the corner, Peterman, back out top to Meehan. Looking to try and get it inside to Skillman. Went right through his hands, maybe off of his nose. Skillman's kind of shaking him He comes back the other way. Quickly into the corner, Trey Rogers will look for three, no good. And a rebound brought down by Peterson. Gives it off to Meehan. Meehan going to drive to his left. He goes up, shot up off the window is good. Meehan now has 7, the lead back out to 10. Now the pressure creates a steal. Meehan going to pull up from 15 feet, no good. Creaky with the rebound there for West Franklin. Rogers dribbles into the front court. Now pulls it out. Creaky over to Hauer on the near side. West Franklin going to work it around the top of the key. Into the corner, looking to try and get it inside. It's about 3 people just surrounding Cade Fisher in the high post area for Waverly, trying to force West Franklin to shoot it. Peterson pulls up from about 16, no good. Hasler will bring down the rebound for West Franklin. Nathan Hauer now across the timeline. Gets it to Hasler. Hasler back to Hauer between the circles. Cade Fisher, 15-foot turnaround on the way, no good. Nobody's there, and then a quick whistle is there. Hayden Creaky for a cheapie right there. Tough foul there on Creaky is not much contact there, and it's going to send Meehan to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Free throw no good. Creaky brings down the rebound. Still some pressure. Gets it over to Rogers. Rogers will bring it across over to Creaky. Dumps it off to Hauer. Hauer trying to get it to Rogers. Stolen away by Peterson. Peterson stops. Got a whistle, and they're going to call a foul, but it's sure. Again, Peterson went for a jump stop, kind of shuffled his feet, and then had some contact before the whistle. The officials come together. They're going to say the foul's on Creaky, and they're saying it was on the floor before the shot. The double bonus now, so Waverly at the free throw line shooting 2. Peterson's free throw on the way is good. Brantley Peterson toes the stripe for his second. It's on the way, and it is good. Peterson now has 7, the lead out to 12, 29-17. Hauer will bring it across the timeline. Out dribble it back out, get it to Rogers out top. Hauer, cross-court pass. Rogers thought about the long jumper, decided against it. Hauer going to step into a 3 right out top, no good. Rebound by Creaky on the offensive end. His shot, no. Hasler up with it, and then the offensive rebound and the stick back finally there for Cade Fisher. 12 seconds remaining. Meehan with it. Going to get a screen here from Skillman. Doesn't use it. Moves to his right. Now gets into the middle of the lane. Kicks it out. Myers with a look for 3 on the way. No good. And we've got a whistle and a foul here, and I believe it's going to go against Peterson. And that's going to send Nathan Hasler to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 1.5 seconds remaining. Foul is on Peterson. It's his second. Again, we are in double bonus. So Hasler going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2. Nathan Hasler's first free throw on the way, a little bit too strong, no good. Pierce and Hayner are going to check in here for the last second and a half. Going to get Cade Fisher out, make sure he doesn't pick up that third. Second free throw by Hasler. This one is good. Waverly gets it in. Meehan will just hold on to it. We've reached halftime here at Waverly with the score, Waverly 29, and West Franklin 20. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you caught up on all the halftime statistics from here at Waverly High School. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I learned very young being in the funeral business wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Never dull, sometimes stressful, but always fulfilling. I wanted to be a part of that and carry on the family tradition.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
When it comes to medication, help with Medicare, orthotic footwear, delivery, or just taking care of a refill, your health is our priority at Kramer Pharmacy. Stop in today at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday 9 to 2.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
And welcome back here to Waverly High School. We are at halftime here of the boys varsity contest. Luke Queen with you as West Franklin trails Waverly 29-20 here at the half. Leading scores in the first half for Waverly, they are led by Brantley Peterson and Ben Meehan with 7 points apiece. 6 points for Damian Foster. 4 points for Zach Skillman, 3 points for Coy Myers, and 2 points for Lane Bartley for Waverly. For West Franklin, they're led by Cade Fisher with 12. 2 points for Hayden Creaky. Hunter Creaky, Nathan Hauer, and Cameron Wise, and 1 point each for Nathan Hasler and Trey Rogers. The Waverly pressure defense in that first half forced a lot of turnovers, especially early. West Franklin still unable to really get things going offensively, not knocking down a lot of shots. They're getting some looks, but they're just not able to knock them down right now. But here trailing at the half, they made a little bit of a run to try and get back into it. They were down 11 at the end of one quarter of play, but got back within 9. Scoreboard here at Waverly was moved up to 30-20, but my scorebook and another scorebook that I'm taking a look at here both have 29. So I'm going to kind of go through this and make sure we've got everything organized here. But West Franklin, a little bit of foul trouble there in the first half, as Cameron Wise and Jesse James Martinez, 3 fouls apiece. Cade Fisher with 2. Hunter Creaky with 2 for West Franklin. For Waverly, Foster picked up 3. Lane Bartley with 2. Brantley Peterson with 2. Ben Mahan with 2. And Zach Skillman with 1. But the Bulldogs have the lead here at the half, 29-20. We're going to take another 2-minute break. We'll be back here shortly with more at halftime from Waverly High School. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. To test your home, check with your local agricultural extension office for an inexpensive home test kits or find a certified professional, per Kansas state law, to test during a real estate transaction. Consider building radon resistant for your new home. Call 1-800-693-5343 or visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
And back here inside the Waverly High School Gymnasium, Luke Queen with you here this evening. Halftime, Waverly on top of the West Franklin Falcons, 29-20. West Franklin, who struggled shooting the basketball on Saturday, is yet to just find their rhythm here this evening as well. Waverly pressure defense, a lot of whistles out there so far in that first half as they just have been unable to get it on track offensively here at this fun little gymnasium down here in Waverly. Bulldogs always have good basketball use. Everybody, freshman through senior, the lone senior out there, Zach Gilman, big man with a couple fouls and 4 points in that first half, doing a nice job down underneath of making it difficult on Wise and Fisher to really take advantage of their size. Fisher, again, has 2 personal fouls. Wise will have 3, as well as Jesse James Martinez. We'll see what Coach Chris Asler has for his West Franklin Falcons in half number 2. Again, they had trouble against the 1-2-1-1 pressure of Waverly, kind of trying to, they're not forcing too much, but they're just trying to make you pass the ball a lot, slow down, and take some time getting into your set offense so far here this evening. So we really just need to get West Franklin going offensively. See the ball go through the basket a few times. Might be a different story for the Falcons in half number 2. We're going to take one more 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with second half action from here at Waverly. You're listening to High School Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert, today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
Have you heard the news? The ORC is now offering Zumba on Monday nights. Zumba will give you a total workout combining all elements of fitness, cardio, muscle conditioning, balance, and flexibility. We are accepting in-person and online registrations, so get signed up today. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
No matter the brand, Adams & Brothers can prepare your home comfort system for the cold Kansas winter ahead. Call them today, 785-242-9273. Adams & Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
When it comes to medication, help with Medicare, orthotic footwear, delivery, or just taking care of a refill, your health is our priority at Kramer Pharmacy. Stop in today at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday 9 to 2.
This is Eric Price, funeral director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And back here at Waverly High School, Luke Queen with you here. We're getting ready to play half number 2. And prior to the start of the second half, a bit of scorebook watching there. They're reading through, making sure they have the correct score up. I've got 29-20, so does West Franklin scorekeeper Stacy Hauer. The official scorekeeper goes through a couple of books, and now the scoreboard is readjusted. It is 29-20 Waverly here at the half. West Franklin will start with possession here to open up play in half number 2. Nathan Hauer will get it into Trey Rogers. This is back to Hauer in the backcourt. Hauer will bring it across the timeline into the right corner. Rogers inside. Cameron Wise up off the glass, and the shot is good. First time we've had a lot of contact, no whistle, but a nice inbound set play there. Kicked out. Foster, a look from 16 feet on the way, is good for Waverly. So back and forth was gone. Martinez gets it across here. Hauer will bring it into the front court. Hauer reset the offense here for West Franklin, balance things out. Into the corner to Rogers. Rogers cross court to Martinez. Up top to Hauer. Hauer gets into the lane. Little floater from 8 feet on the way is good. Nice take there by Hauer. Quickly the other way. Ball inside. Brantley has it deflected. Hauer tries to win the race. He will with Meehan. And the layup up off the glass is good. So the steal in the bucket for Nathan Hauer has cut the lead to 5, 31-26. Meehan into the corner. Peterson drives baseline. Now bring it back out. Gets it to Lane Bartley, whose shot is up left short. A rebound brought in by West Franklin. Hauer will give it to Rogers, bring it across the timeline. High post here to Cameron Wise. Into the corner. Rogers going to have a look for 3. No good. Tipped there by Jesse James Martinez. Got his offensive rebound and the stick back. First bucket for Martinez, and a quick whistle and a timeout called here by Waverly. It'll be a 30-second timeout as West Franklin has come out here with an 8-2 run, cutting the lead from 9 down to 3 in just over a minute and a half. So actually Waverly asked for a 30-second timeout, but they've got a full timeout. West Franklin will take advantage, and their players will have a quick seat here. Waverly staying up and will break their huddle. West Franklin can actually take a little bit more time if they want, but they'll go ahead and break their huddle. They're going to stay back, not in the pressure here to open up play in the second half. Or kind of half-court 1-3-1 look here. And actually it is going to be a man-to-man defense matchup-wise. Meehan baseline, he's just shuffled his feet prior to making his move along the baseline, so the turnover gives it back to West Franklin. Martinez traces it into Rogers. Rogers cross-court to Fisher. Fisher, cross-court pass to Hauer, and it's a tough spot there. Looks like a press that can be beaten with the pass, but could also be beaten with the dribble. And dribble handoff with Bartley, and we've got a whistle and a foul, I believe. Called away from the ball, and it's going to go on Cameron Wise. And that's going to be the 4th on Wise. First team foul of the half. All in to Bartley. Bartley over to Peterson. Peterson left wing, dribbles it back out top. Being guarded by Hauer. Now dribbles in, able to split a double team, but Can't get any further. Peterson in the corner. Short corner pass to Foster. 12-footer on the way is up, and it is good. Hauer able to dribble through the press that time. Into the corner, cross-court pass back to Hauer. He's going to pull the trigger from three. No good. Good offensive rebound there by Martinez. Kicks it out to Fisher, who will have a look from three. And Cade Fisher knocks down his third, and the lead down to 2. Peterman able to get by Isbeth Peterson. No good on the shot. Might have gotten away with an extra step. Hauer dribbles it across. Pass towards Creaky in the corner, deflected into Fisher. He's going to pull it up off the glass from about 6 feet. No good, but the offensive rebound brought in by Wes Franklin. Fisher now baseline turnaround jumper up and good. And ties the ball game up at 33 all. 4:45 remaining here in the quarter number 3. Quick three on the way from Foster from the left corner is good. Rogers breaks the pressure there with the dribble. Out to Fisher, who's going to pull the trigger. No good. Rebound brought down by Peterson. He'll hand off to Meehan. Meehan back to Peterson, right corner. Back out top to Meehan. Looks inside, nothing there. Peterson going to dump it off. Bradley, his shot up, no good, and a rebound brought down by Rogers. To Hauer, into the lane, kicks it out, swung around. Creaky thought about it. Martinez, he's going to pull the trigger from the three on the left side. Too strong air ball, and quickly the other way comes Waverly. Peterson going to lay it in. Kind of a 2-on-1 situation. Rogers didn't want to get called for the foul there, so kind of backed off. 5-point advantage here for Waverly. With 5-0 run. Into the corner, Trey Rogers' three-pointer on the way is up, and it is good. And a whistle and a timeout called here. A full timeout by Wes Franklin. We're going to take just a little bit of it. 30 seconds with them. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
Back here at Waverly High School, Luke Queen with you. 3:37 remaining here in the third quarter. Waverly on top 38-36. They led by 9, 29-20 at the half. So a 16-9 run here by Wes Franklin to open up play in quarter number 3. Trey Rogers just hit his first three-pointer of the night after a quick 5-0 run after Wes Franklin had tied it up. Hauer going to supply a little bit of pressure, now back away from it. Meehan will bring it across the timeline. Let's get a screen here from Skillman. Skillman kicked in the corner. Foster three-pointer on the way, no good. But a whistle and a foul. Going to send him to the free throw line to shoot 3. Foul's going to be on Hunter Creaky, his third, and the second team foul of the half on Wes Franklin. So 24 fouls called in the first half. We've played 4.5 minutes, and we've had 2 here in the second. Foster's first free throw on the way is good. Hasler looks to check in here. Going to go after this second free throw. On the way, it is good. Going to replace Creaky. Foster toes the stripe for his third. And makes all 3. So the lead has been pushed back out to 5. Martinez gets it to Hauer in the middle, going to dribble it across the timeline. Into the corner, Fisher has a good look at 3. It's on the way, and it is good. Cade Fisher, fourth three-pointer of the night, and the lead down to 2. Pass ahead, deflected away by Howard. And it'll be a inbounds play here for Waverly on the near sideline, right in front of their own bench. Nice press break there, and then good job by Cade Fisher to have your feet set and ready to pull the trigger. Meehan out top. Gets it inside to Brantley. Kick back out. Peterson will look for 3. On the way, no good. Skillman offensive rebound. And the stick back is up and in. Hauer gives it back to Fisher. Fisher will dribble it across the timeline and hand it off to Hauer. Hauer to Martinez. And whistle and a traveling violation going to be called on Jesse James Martinez, who looked like he just caught it and then established his right foot as his pivot foot, but officials saw it differently, so turnover gives it back to Waverly. Foster with it left wing. He's going to drive, dumps it off there to Brantley, had it poked away, and Wes Franklin comes up with it. Hauer into the corner. Fisher going to pull the trigger on a 3. Didn't quite set his feet on that one, no good. Rebound brought down by Waverly. Foster into the front court. Kicks it back out top to Meehan. Meehan near side, Peterson. Peterson gets it back to Meehan. Meehan going to dribble here on the right wing. Dribble handoff to Peterson. It's left wing. Foster looked for 3, no good, and a rebound brought in by Martinez. He'll give it off to Hauer. Hauer pushes it quickly. Hasler going to pull one from 12 feet, no good. Rebound brought down by Meehan. Out on a run here. Nice job there by Hauer to stop, and Meehan shuffled his feet. Hauer did a nice job of just stepping up defensively. Meehan might have just been a little bit too out of control. Traffic violation gives it back to Wes Franklin. Fisher back to Hauer. Hauer into the front court to Martinez into the corner. Baseball pass, and Trey Rogers unable to save it before it goes over and back. One-handed pass there by Jesse James Martinez. It's ill-advised for a one-handed pass, especially that distance. And the turnover gives it right back. 4-point advantage here for Waverly. 43-39. Meehan on the right wing, out top to Skillman. Over to Foster, looking to get it inside. Meehan. Lefty gives it back out to Peterson. Peterson shot no good. Fisher brings down the rebound. Nice job by Cade Fisher. Grabbed that rebound really down by the floor and then brought it up real high. Nobody able to take it away from him at 6'7". Hauer gets it to Fisher at the high post and tried to touch pass out to Martinez. It was behind him, and the turnover gives it right back to Waverly once again. Meehan to Peterson, right side. Back to Meehan. Cross court over to Foster. Foster going to drive baseline. Gets a little window and shot up off the glass is good. Hauer to Hasler. Over to Rogers. Rogers. Cross court to Hauer. Going to pull the trigger from 3. It looks good. Straight on. No good. And rebound picked up by Waverly. They're going to push ahead. Get it down inside to Brantley. And his shot up, Bartley, shot up off the glass is good. So the lead back out to 8. 15 seconds remaining here in the third. Hauer gets it across the timeline to Fisher. Down to Martinez, going to drive, kicks it out to Hasler. Got to look for 3 on the way, no good. Meehan pushing it forward with just a little bit of time. Going to throw one up from half court, no good. We've reached the end of quarter number 3. Waverly 47, West Franklin 39. Back in 60 seconds, you'll listen to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
We are strong, we are resilient, we will get through this together. Hi, this is Shimi Ojale, forward for the Boston Celtics. As COVID-19 is spreading quickly across the state of Kansas and Franklin County, it's more important than ever to take precautions. Please join me in doing your part to keep yourself and others safe. Stop having gatherings beyond your immediate household until case numbers go down. Always wear your mask in public places, wash your hands, and get your flu shot.
Back here at Waverly High School, underway in quarter number 4. Waverly 47, West Franklin 39. Peterson going to pull up from 16 feet on the baseline, and his floater from there is good. A tough shot over the outstretched hands of Cade Fisher goes down. Martinez in the backcourt. Bring it across the timeline over to Hauer. Hauer on the right wing. Works it down to the corner. Gives it to Cameron Weiss. Kicks it out. Creaky a look for three on the way. Up off the bank and in. That is good. First three-pointer there for Creaky. He now has 5. And the score is trimmed down to 7 as it's 49-42. Meehan over to Skillman, now to Foster, left wing. Looks to get it inside, now kicks it back out top. Brantley to Peterson. Foster, baseline. Spin move, up and under is up and in. Nice move there, not a whole lot of pressure put on him. Wise gets it to Hauer. Hauer dribbles it across the timeline. Now we'll reserve it back out. Creaky, another look from 3, this time no good. A rebound finds the hands of Foster. Quickly ahead. Bradley shot up off the glass, no good. Martinez comes in to bring down the rebound for West Franklin. Hauer, Martinez, across to Creaky. Into the corner, Fisher tries to get it inside to Wise, and Skillman was there to poke it away. And on the drive, dishes off. The shot no good. Rebound brought down by Creaky. Get it to Martinez. Martinez across the timeline. Drives into the middle of the lane. Shot up off the glass is good, but they're going to whistle it no before the shot. The foul going to go against Waverly. Again, I said we had 24 team fouls in the first half. This is the first team foul of the second on Waverly and only 2 on West Franklin. Foul's going to go against Foster. That is his 4th personal foul. So the ball underneath. Myers going to check in here, going to replace Foster with those 4 personal fouls. Martinez is triggered in. Out top to Creaky. Creaky, high post to Wise, into the corner, Fisher. Back to Wise in the post. Shot up off the glass, no good. A lot of contact down there as Wise goes down. But again, no whistle this half. Meehan out top, into the corner, Peterson. Peterson going to move to his left, gets a screen. He's going to pull up from 12 feet, no good. Creaky brings down the rebound. Fires ahead as he's looking for Fisher. And somehow Skillman got it. Didn't step out of bounds, didn't travel, and got it back the other direction. Up to Bartley, who takes it up quickly, and a whistle and a foul is going to send him to the free throw line. They're going to call it on Trey Rogers. The first on Trey, the 3rd on West Franklin. Bartley, first free throw on the way, goes in and out, no good. Lane Bartley toes the stripe for the second. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound brought down by Martinez. Gets it over near side to Rogers, who'll bring it across the timeline. Trey driving to the baseline. Dubs it off. Now we've got a whistle and a hand check. This one's going to go against Peterson. That's his third personal foul, just the second team foul of the half on Waverly. That looks more like the whistles we saw in the first half. Martinez into Fisher, and Fisher dumps it back to Martinez before he's able to come back in. Cade Fisher's just got to come down with that basketball and look to score. He's 6'7" and 4 feet away from the basket, and he's trying to pass it to somebody who's not in bounds yet. Now Meehan gets it over to Skillman. Myers left side down to Meehan. Meehan gets the screen there, but unable to really do much with it. Now he's going to go baseline, and no help there as he'll put it up off the glass for two. Meehan now has 9. Pass deflected and out of bounds. Official holding his hand up in the air. That doesn't help anybody over here. And now they're going to say the ball belongs to Waverly. Last touch by Wes Franklin. Meehan looks to get it in. Able to find Peterson. Bartley, cross-court pass, Myers. Myers going to drive. Tries to dump it inside. Pass stolen away. Body's going everywhere here. Creaky brings it across to Martinez. Left wing to Rogers. He's going to have a look for three, no good. And the rebound brought in by Meehan. Meehan into the front court. Drives to 12 feet. Nobody picks him up. Kicks it out. Peterson going to have a look for three, no good. And Fisher brings down the rebound. And now we've got a reach in and a foul going to go against Myers. 4.5 minutes remaining. Waverly up 53-42. Foster going to check back in for Waverly. Howard going to replace Martinez here for Wes Franklin. All into Howard. Gets it into Trey Rogers. Rogers will bring it across the timeline. Now over to Creaky. High post, Wise. Wise shot up, no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called here against Meehan, and that's going to send Cameron Wise to the free throw line to shoot two. Fourth personal foul, or fourth team foul. It's the third on Meehan for Waverly. Wise to the free throw line for two. First free throw by Cameron Wise, short, no good. Wise toes the stripe for the second. And banks this one in. That counts just the same. Find a way to get it in. Lead down to 10. 53-43. Pass into the middle. And we've got contact there. This one's going to go against Trey Rogers, I believe. And that's just one of those unfortunate there for Trey, but it's definitely on him. He knew it when it happened. He and Skillman both kind of coming up there. It's the fourth team foul, the second on Trey Rogers. Waverly will have it along the sideline at half court. Meehan in the backcourt. He'll bring it across the timeline. Picks up his dribble, able to get it to Bartley. Kicks it out to Foster, left wing. Foster dribble back out. Picked up his dribble. Switch pivot feet, no whistle. Meehan back out, being guarded by Howard. Into the right corner, Peterson. Gets a screen, looking for this pick and roll. Nothing there. Nice defense by Wes Franklin. Meehan now in the corner. He's going to try and drive baseline. Runs into some good help defense there. Steps through, tries to dribble it off. Now we've got a whistle and a traveling violation as he shuffled his feet there, switched pivot feet. So the ball back over to Wes Franklin. Again, 3:40 remaining. 10-point lead here for Waverly. Pass in the middle to Howard. Howard will bring it across the timeline. Grimaces a little bit. I think that caught that thumb. Fisher trying to get it inside, bumping Wise away from it there and getting away with his skillman, and Waverly will come away with it and set up their offense again. Peterson going to drive, get some help there as Wise let Peterson kind of take that one up. Again, Wise with 4 personal fouls. 55-43. Rogers with it, and he went to make his move, stepped right on the sideline. The turnover will give it back to Waverly again. Meehan in the backcourt. He's going to bring it across the timeline. 3 minutes remaining, trailing by 12 is West Franklin. Got it back even up there quickly in the third quarter, but Waverly's able to spread it out since then. Peterson, no good on the first one. Gets the offensive rebound and the stick back. Peterson has the last couple buckets here for Waverly as they've extended the lead out to 14. Wise brings it across the timeline, gets it to Creaky. Creaky over to Howard, right wing. High post, kick to the corner. Fisher going to pull the trigger on a 3. It's good. And a quick whistle and a timeout going to be called here by West Franklin. We're going to keep it here through this one. 30-second timeout. 57-46, 2.5 minutes remaining here in the ballgame. Waverly on top. West Franklin probably going to have to start extending their defense a little bit. In the first half, both teams went into the double bonus, so we had a little bit of foul trouble in that first half. Here in the second half, we got 18 total fouls between these two ball clubs that were responsible for 24 in the first 16 minutes. Looks like West Franklin is going to extend this pressure a little bit. Kind of a 1-2-1-1 here into Foster. Able to dribble through it, and he's going to dribble it into the front court by himself. Gets it out to Meehan, out between the circles. Meehan going to slow it down as he's going to put it, going to try and drive in. Now dribble handoff to Peterson. Inside out to Foster. Drives in, dumps it off. Hartley, 8-footer up, rattles around and out, no good. Rebound brought down by Creaky. He'll get it to Rogers. Back to Creaky. He's going to pull the trigger on a 3. It's off the backboard, no good. Rebound brought down by Waverly. Meehan will slow it up out top. Started there by Creaky. Drives by him, dribble handoff to Peterson. Into the middle of the lane, tries to dump it down, no good. And we've got a whistle and a tie-up situation here. I believe it's going to, possession arrow is going to favor West Franklin in this situation. The possession arrow does favor the Falcons. The officials are going to check for perspiration on the floor. Minute 44 remaining. West Franklin trailing by 11. Rogers gets it into Creaky, back to Rogers. Up to Wise, now Creaky across the timeline. Gets it out to Trey Rogers. Left wing, Cade Fisher. Fisher.
My name is Dakota Smith, and I'm the pastor at Ottawa Bible Church. After enduring a difficult 2020, each of us needs a renewed hope. We are walking through the book of Hebrews in a series titled Jesus is Better, examining his superiority over angels, Moses, the priesthood, and the Old Testament sacrifices. Radio services are at 8:30 Sunday mornings, and in-person services attended at 8 and 10 a.m. More information about us can be found at ottawabiblechurch.com.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Parenting doesn't come with a manual, so if you are currently raising children, you no doubt could use a little help. Whether you have a child who is potty training, a strong-willed 5-year-old, colicky newborn, or rebellious teen, Life Care Center of Ottawa offers free parenting education to any parent of any age child. Not only that, while you are learning, you are also earning the resources you need to help care for your children, all at no cost to you. Call us today at 785-242-4500 to start becoming the mom or dad you were designed to be.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. From fighting wildfires with air support, helping civilians in flooded neighborhoods, to delivering food and supplies to those who have lost everything, the Army National Guard always responds when disaster strikes. The Army National Guard also trains to be ever vigilant against threats, foreign and domestic. They protect our skies with missile defense weaponry. They secure our information, communications, and infrastructure with cybersecurity. And they protect us against chemical, biological, and radiological hazards with the civilian support team. The Army National Guard also stands ready to deploy and provide support for conflicts or humanitarian missions abroad. Join the Army National Guard and be there to respond, protect, and support your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Did you know Kansans with disabilities are nearly 3 times more likely to be victims of a crime? Are you a Kansan with a disability? Are you also a victim of crime? The Disability Crime Victims Unit may be able to provide you with free advocacy or civil legal services to respond to your disability rights needs as a crime victim. It doesn't matter how large or small the crime. It doesn't matter whether you reported this crime to anyone. If you are a person with a disability and a crime victim, contact the Disability Rights Center of Kansas to find out if their Disability Crime Victims Unit can help you. Call toll-free 877-776-1541 or go to drckansas.org. Content of this radio ad is sponsored by the Disability Rights Center of Kansas and this station. It is supported by subgrant number 18-VOCA-55, awarded through the Federal Office for Victims of Crime as administered by the Kansas Governor's Grants Program. It does not necessarily reflect the views of the Office of the Kansas Governor or the U.S. Department of Justice.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
We are strong, we are resilient, we will get through this together. Hi, this is Shimmy Ojale, forward for the Boston Celtics. As COVID-19 is spreading quickly across the state of Kansas, Franklin County, it's more important than ever to take precautions. Please join me in doing your part to keep yourself and others safe. Stop having gatherings beyond your immediate household until case numbers go down. Always wear your mask in public places, wash your hands, and get your flu shot.
My name is Pastor Kyle Morris from Ottawa Bible Church. After a difficult 2020, all of us are in need of a renewed hope, and we believe this is found in the love of Jesus Christ. We are a Bible-honoring church who wants to live sent before our community so that we can make disciples. With this, I want to welcome you to Ottawa Bible on Sunday morning with services running at 8 and 10 a.m. with a 9 o'clock breakfast in between. More about us can be found at ottawabiblechurch.com. God bless and see you there.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
It's no secret that many of our youth are engaging in risky behaviors at earlier and earlier ages. We at Life Care Center of Ottawa are working to stem that tide by educating middle and high school students in Franklin and surrounding counties using our Relationships Under Construction curriculum. The week-long program is for grades 6 through 9 and takes students on a journey to recognize and avoid the pitfalls of poor lifestyle and relationship choices. RUC meets the state's requirements for sex education. Bring Relationships Under Construction to your school. Call 785-242-4500.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. From fighting wildfires with air support, helping civilians in flooded neighborhoods, to delivering food and supplies to those who have lost everything, the Army National Guard always responds when disaster strikes. The Army National Guard also trains to be ever vigilant against threats, foreign and domestic. They protect our skies with missile defense weaponry. They secure our information, communications, and infrastructure with cybersecurity. And they protect us against chemical, biological, and radiological hazards with the civilian support team. The Army National Guard also stands ready to deploy and provide support for conflicts or humanitarian missions abroad. Join the Army National Guard and be there to respond, protect, and support your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Did you know Kansans with disabilities are nearly 3 times more likely to be victims of a crime? Are you a Kansan with a disability? Are you also a victim of crime? The Disability Crime Victims Unit may be able to provide you with free advocacy or civil legal services to respond to your disability rights needs as a crime victim. It doesn't matter how large or small the crime. It doesn't matter whether you reported this crime to anyone. If you are a person with a disability and a crime victim, contact the Disability Rights Center of Kansas to find out if their Disability Crime Victims Unit can help you. Call toll-free 877-776-1541 or go to drckansas.org. Content of this radio ad is sponsored by the Disability Rights Center of Kansas and this station. It is supported by subgrant number 18-VOCA-55, awarded through the Federal Office for Victims of Crime as administered by the Kansas Governor's Grants Program. It does not necessarily reflect the views of the Office of the Kansas Governor or the U.S. Department of Justice.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. To test your home, check with your local Agricultural Extension office for an inexpensive home test kits or find a certified professional, per Kansas state law, to test during a real estate transaction. Consider building radon-resistant for your new home. Call 1-800-693-5343 or visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Hey, welcome back here to Waverly High School. Luke Queen with you. Sorry about the technical difficulties. The ball game has come to an end. Waverly coming away with the 61-51 victory over West Franklin here this evening. The Falcons just could not come back after finding themselves down 20-9 after one quarter of play. They battled hard, got it tied up early on in the second half in the third quarter, but a big 28-18 run to end the ball game by Waverly to come away with the 61-51 win. For Waverly, they were led in scoring by junior Damian Foster. He had 24, joining him in double figures was sophomore Brantley Peterson, who had 15, 6 points for Zach Skillman, 4 points for Lane Bartley, 9 points for Ben Meehan, and 3 points for Coy Myers. For West Franklin, they were led in scoring by senior Cade Fisher, who had 23, 7 points for Trey Rogers, 6 for Nathan Hauer, 3 points for Hunter Creaky, 7 points apiece for Cameron Wise and Rogers, and then 1 point for Nathan Hasler and 2 points for Jesse James Martinez. Are you kidding me?
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. From fighting wildfires with air support, helping civilians in flooded neighborhoods, to delivering food and supplies to those who have lost everything, the Army National Guard always responds when disaster strikes. The Army National Guard also trains to be ever vigilant against threats, foreign and domestic. They protect our skies with missile defense weaponry. They secure our information, communications, and infrastructure with cybersecurity. And they protect us against chemical, biological, and radiological hazards with the civilian support team. The Army National Guard also stands ready to deploy and provide support for conflicts or humanitarian missions abroad. Join the Army National Guard and be there to respond, protect, and support your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away. But they will make the teenagers in your family feel like they're part of something special. This message presented by the NFHS and the Kansas State High School Activities Association.
If you're a propane customer, make sure your propane system is operating safely by having it inspected by a qualified service technician. If you've run out of propane or had an interruption of service, your propane supplier is required to test your propane system to ensure that it is leak-free and safe. Each family member should know what propane smells like and what to do in the event of a gas leak. Call your propane supplier for additional information. This message brought to you by this station and the Kansas Propane Education and Research Council, Greg Knoll, Executive Director.
We are strong, we are resilient, we will get through this together. Hi, this is Shimmy Ojale, forward for the Boston Celtics. As COVID-19 is spreading quickly across the state of Kansas and Franklin County, it's more important than ever to take precautions. Please join me in doing your part to keep yourself and others safe. Stop having gatherings beyond your immediate household until case numbers go down. Always wear your mask in public places, wash your hands, and get your flu shot.
Enjoyed this broadcast of the KOFO Game of the Week, brought to you by Quality Structures, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, Ottawa University, also by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, and by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, the Ottawa Herald, West Franklin USD 287, Kansas State Bank, and CarStar. For more information about our next KOFO Game of the Week broadcast, visit the KOFO Sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.